It is 4:30. Let's go ahead and get started. We have a quorum
Anybody else coming? Or is...
coming. Heard from Randy, and Tucker sent a message, but I don't think he indicated he was coming. Just
his message said he wasn't coming because Jerry would represent
Jerry.
RBB.
Presentation, right?
We have a quorum? Yes, 1, 2, 3. Just
Checking.
he usually is late. So is he coming? I didn't see anything.
Often shows up a little on the late side. Waits until it gets good.
One is coming. But he said he was out of town.
Ready? I call.
Okay. Jeff, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Martin.
Yes.
Commissioner Jones. Commissioner Kiesling.
Yes.
Cardi.
Yes.
And I believe Dr. Sanders is, if the word's right, proxying for Commissioner Tucker.
Having his name called, that's the first item on our agenda. For those of you audience who may not be aware, the Redevelopment Commission, through its TIF district on the west side, provides funding annually for STEM-oriented activities at RBB, and we get presentations periodically from RBB personnel regarding the use of those funds. And today we have Dr. Sanders here, who's going to make a short presentation about the recent developments with the funding availability and the programs they have for STEM and STREAM and however many other mnemonics we have at this time. Jerry, I'll turn it over to you.
Sure. Thank you for the opportunity, and you just get me tonight. I hope that's okay.
Oh, it's not okay, but we'll take you. Thank you.
Yeah, I tell you what, every time I'm getting ready to come to make a presentation, I just kind of go back and think about where we have come, all because of the fact that the RDC has for this many years provided funding for us. And really in this day and age when it seems like public schools are having to spread the funds a little bit more, that the funding is so critical, especially for these important programs. So I always like to tell you how much I appreciate you. I always use this diagram really, and really the reason I show it to you is because at the bottom, the foundation of what we do is our partnership with you. And we continue to do all the basics of the program in terms of STEM education and providing our students with experiences and information and coursework related to STEM. But it goes so far beyond that now. And I'd just like to share some of those things with you. First of all, one of the biggest programs that we're working on right now is our biomedical training project. Several years ago, we had the idea of partnering with local businesses to provide training on our campus so that our students could go right from high school to the workforce. And those conversations, they always start out as conversations, just talking about an idea. And next thing you know, you're implementing a very innovative project. And so the biomedical training project is basically, we're partnering with Boston Scientific, Cook Medical, and IU Health, and possibly Simtra down the road. And the whole idea is these companies are going to send the people that train their new employees and make sure that they get certified in certain areas, that they're going to send those trainers to our campus and transform their training modules from the workplace to a high school setting and provide that training to juniors or seniors in high school. And the plan then is for us to create this pipeline of future employees for these companies to solve their employment issues, and also to meet the needs of our young people. And so while they're in high school, these students are going to go through training, get the certifications they need, turn 18, get a high school diploma, and then they are ready to move right into these companies. And then if we have a student who they simply want to go from high school and get a job and work in that job for the rest of their lives at those companies, they can do that. If they want to go into another area of the medical field and they want to expand their education, these companies will pay for their education to go get their bachelor's degree, their master's degree, or whatever, and be a catalyst to the young people going into the health field. And so we are in the process of adding on to the high school. We're in the design phase, but we want to add on to the high school 2 training rooms. One of the training rooms will be for sharing with Boston Scientific and Cook, and the other will be sort of a sim lab, similar to what they have here at IU Health, where we will have replica hospital rooms where the students can actually go and practice. Now, just to offer that to the students cold, we might not have much success. So we are also developing career pathways. And I think you might remember Jennifer Barrett talking last time about career pathways. I believe we have 17 or 18 now, but one of them is biomedical education, biomedical science and technology, engineering. Those are just a few. And so we had a very exciting meeting earlier this week between our junior high and our high school administrators, counselors, on making sure that these pathways, which will start at the junior high, align with one another, so as they move from junior high to high school, they could be on that trajectory to go into a career related to, like I said, biomedical training or engineering, whatever the students want to do. And one of our principals asked at the meeting, do other schools have this much communication and collaboration between junior high and high school to make sure that the student doesn't get off track, that they're on track? And you know, we really have to realize that this is also an opportunity for students to figure out, I don't want to do the engineering, I don't want to do biomedical training or whatever. And rather than making those decisions after a couple of years of college. And so this is going very well. We have met several times with each of these organizations, and my curriculum people and their training people are right now, they're sitting down and they're taking a training module that they would do for somebody who's going to come to work every day, and making that fit into a student who's going to come to class for an hour every day, and how long that might take. And the other part of that, as I mentioned, that we're building onto the high school, we're in the design stage of that right now. We've met with the architect. we're in the process of going through, we're in the bonding process. So we're going through all the legal meetings and public hearings that you have to have. And this bond is definitely one of those projects on the list. So that's probably the thing I'm most excited about tonight. And it's my wife doesn't like it because she's kind of trying to get me to retire, and I keep coming up with all these new ideas that I want to see through. And so I think,
Appreciate what you're doing.
yeah. The other thing that where we're taking the foundation that you guys left with us, and growing on that is the importance of using data to drive what we do. So we are part of Robert Marzano's high reliability schools. Our school board officially passed a resolution saying that we are a high reliability school corporation. And so there are 5 levels to being an HRS school. Level 1 is safe, supportive, and collaborative culture. 2 is effective teaching in every classroom. 3 is guaranteed and viable curriculum. 4 is standards reference reporting. And 5 is a competency-based education. And so our schools have been in the process of working through level 1. They're gathering data, they're gathering information, they're gathering evidence. And our junior high school was the first school last week to actually submit for level 1. And so they submit, it's like I said, it's just tons and tons of data, information, and then we'll get some feedback from the HRS folks and letting us know if that school's on track, they need to make any adjustments to their proposal, and hopefully we'll get some positive news that they will be certified at level 1. And if so, then in January, they'll have to go down to San Antonio, Texas to accept their certification, and we'll have a big celebration. So junior high is a little bit ahead of everybody else. They've already submitted. Not far behind is Edgewood High School. They're ready to submit in the next week or 2. And then EIS and EPS. Now, we're already working on level 2, which is effective teaching in every classroom. And it's not just, let me back up here a little bit. For years and years and years, the state of Indiana has created a mindset in schools that you have to develop a school improvement plan. And what that has led to is that it's basically a checkoff. We've submitted this item, we've submitted that item. It really doesn't lead to school improvement. It's just checking off boxes so that the state knows you submitted your school improvement plan. This is all about changing mindsets and changing culture. And that sometimes could be a challenge. And so we're trying to get everyone, our teachers, our administrators, that when they say, hey, I found this really important strategy that I want to implement in my classroom, the answer back to them is, show me the data. Or if they say, I don't want to do a particular strategy in my classroom, show me the data. And so that's kind of where we are in trying to change that mindset. Another mindset we have to change is, I think teachers are often afraid of data in terms of, I don't want to sit down with my principal and go over my test scores, because if they're not where they're supposed to be, I'm going to feel like I'm not a very effective teacher. And that's just not how you use data. You use data to determine, okay, here's what the data is telling me. Where do I need to make adjustments in my instruction? Where do I need to make adjustments in my strategies? And you might ask, well, where does this all lead back to what we're all about, which is being a STEM school and promoting STEM. It's about making those opportunities in STEM much more impactful, much more meaningful, not only to getting an A on that next activity or that next test or project, but helping them to be successful in life. And I can't say enough about how we're tying all this together. And it, really almost want to put this upside down because, yes, RDC is at the foundation of that, but it's going up and out. Not like, like this, but it's going out more and more and more and more, growing and growing. So that's kind of my presentation for tonight. We continue to monitor the funds that you give us, and most of the funds go to providing people who work with teachers, work with students, and to make sure that these things that we tell you about are actually getting done and getting implemented with fidelity. So any questions for me?
I have several, but excuse me. The one I want to ask is, what's the students' attitude about it all? How do they feel?
I hear more from the seniors who tell me, why didn't we start this earlier? I've actually been told that from our seniors several times. And going into this, now I was an elementary educator, but I've learned so much about high school students that we don't really give them enough credit. They are smart. And another new process that we have, we purchased, along with some help, 2 video boards for the gym. And these aren't just scoreboards. They can be a scoreboard, but they are a place where the students are creating videos, marketing the companies, advertisement, and also telling our story of the achievements of our students. If you see the sign down by 46 in front of our technology department, it's a video board also, and all the students are doing those, putting those videos on the screens for people to see. So we just continue to try to give our students more and more opportunities, and they are loving it. I remember, when you try something new and innovative, there's a little bit of worry behind that of, okay, but will the kids like it? Will the students respond to it? And our Innovative Learning Center is just a hopping place. And a lot has to do with people. Let's see, I guess it was 2019, and we were visiting schools across the country on student-run businesses. And I actually, about the 3rd, 4th visit, got a little nervous because I thought, okay, it's not just the building, it's not just the facilities. Their programs are working because of people. And so people like Lisa Wilson, who runs our ILC, she's making a difference, and the students are recognizing her. Stacia Myers is another business teacher that's making a difference, and that's what counts. And we're really blessed to have people behind all this success.
Can I interrupt? I just want to make sure everybody's aware that Commissioner Cassidy is attending virtually tonight. He has been online throughout the whole meeting, and I would ask TSD to promote him so that he can work his camera and microphone. Thank you.
Colin, has your son been involved with any of this?
Yeah, mostly media. So he's had a fascination with film for a while. But I think that Ken Greil has done a great job running that department, and he's changed up the space this year, and that's great. And I think that it allows for more collaboration. So it's not, he changes a little bit every year, this and that. The podcast studio is now, I think, mostly kind of a backup type room, which that's fine. I think that it's reflective of where it needs to be.
Right.
And our son really appreciates the opportunities, and I think that he's learning because he's also, being taught not to slack off a little bit too. But it's been good for him, and I think with the other kids in the class too, they've learned a lot. So it's a good step, and I think it's been a success at the junior high level. That's what's still amazing about it. So.
This year with our student-run business, the coffee shop, kids graduate, so you have to find some new managers, and they just pick up right where the old managers left off. And one of our managers from last year is this year he's in the IU Kelley School of Business, and I happened to sit down with him at a soccer game recently, and he was telling me that he really was having trouble getting into the IU Kelley School of Business until he wrote an essay on his experiences running a business in high school, and that was what got him over the edge. So.
I like that.
Wow.
All because of you guys.
Wow.
And I want to keep
That's...
going back to that. I can't say it enough. We appreciate you guys, and we'd love to have you come over sometime and check things out.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee.
Yeah.
So we now have people graduating that have been in these STEM programs for years now, 9 years. Started when in elementary and second grade. Yeah.
Yes, and I could just tell you that it's changed the culture of the school corporation in so many ways, and these students are having experiences that when they go into college now they're a little bit ahead of the game, and that's kind of the word that we get back. I wish there was a way to capture that data of students who've graduated. We're going to have to work on. It's so hard to catch up to students, but maybe there's a way to do that, or a firm we could work with.
All I would say is, because I was here when we started this program, if you would have told me, and I think that was 9 to 10 years ago, I thought it was 25 or 15 or 16. Yeah. If you would have told me that the school was going to add a room for Baxter and Cook to come in and do training, that would have been amazing, but it also would have been kind of what the rough vision was at the time, because when we did this, we had letters from Cook, we had letters from all the businesses in the West Side TIF saying this is the type of thing, and I think it would have filled in greatly with putting probably beyond even their dreams at the time of something that would happen.
We've visited the training facilities of all three of those organizations. And I was encouraged, really highly encouraged, because the personalities of the trainers who work for Cook or Boston Scientific, they're going to fit in just well with high school students. And that's what I can't wait to see, is to see them build relationships. The old days of having a job fair, that's not really very effective, because it doesn't really go deep inside a student. They don't really have a deep understanding of what a company is all about. They don't know what Boston Scientific does or Cook Medical does. But you have somebody from those companies meeting with them every day, building a relationship with them, they're going to learn firsthand not only what those companies are all about, but they're going to make a connection with Jeff, who works at, say you work at Boston Scientific, and then when I graduate, I'm not going anywhere else but Boston Scientific. And our partners are very excited in each of those organizations. So where maybe last year at this time, you know, I was maybe a little more stressed. Is this really a possibility? Is this really going to work? Well, I could tell you from these meetings and the progress we've made that it's just a matter of time. We may actually get it going before the facility is finished. We may have to just find a room or use my office. We'll get it done.
I just thought one of the things you could do to try and keep track of the results, that certain that Edgewood and other, I mean, all the high schools have alumni reunion kinds of things. And having something available at one of those reunions where you could collect information about what those kids are doing now might be one avenue for you to collect some data about the long-term impact.
And I think I know who needs to do that, and that we have a career coach that meets with each and every student. And I think it's really going to be important to us that she not only works with students while they're in high school, but stays in contact with them post-high school, and so that we can gather that kind of data that we need. But that's kind of probably where we need to go next.
And we've never had an Edgewood alumni group of any kind. It's always been the individual classes, not like Ellettsville where it's everybody and they have their big reunion every couple of years, I think. But it'd be interesting to get, maybe that's the impetus to get something going with her, is to, in order to track, you got to have some kind of, at least a structure. It doesn't have to be big, formal, and bureaucratic, but
Right.
at least some kind of structure where we can track how graduates are doing, what they're doing, and eventually filter it way, you know, because it's been 60 years now since the school opened, maybe filter our way back to, you know, into the 70s.
We can also do a video program with that coming from where we started and where we are, and do that with community action program.
I do now.
They're always looking for programs, and I think if you do it in short spurts, not the great big long one, but I bet somebody there would be interested, or some of your students might be interested in helping put it together too.
So at a recent presentation, one of our new managers of the coffee shop mentioned that she is staying in constant communication with one of the managers who left because he graduated. And I don't know if that's ever been a connection for students.
Sure.
Where here's this connection I have in someone in college already, and I'm learning from them how they ran their business at Edgewood High School. And I think once, you know, so yeah, we have classes who come back all the time. In fact, next Saturday, we're going to take a class on a tour of the high school. But eventually those classes will start having their reunions and get-togethers, and we can definitely have a captive audience for those. I think there's more. I like to be able to do some surveys with these folks and
get a small group together that you can video and have an interaction and say, okay, what happened here, and so on. But that's really, and show the fact that if you've had the coffee shop and a couple other things too that I don't think everybody not that many people know about it.
And let's just do that. I'll just say, I'll make a commitment right now that before we present in February or March, whenever the next one is, we will have had a focus group of
Good idea.
postgraduates, and we'll video that and and bring that to you for that
Good,
presentation.
that'd be good.
Yeah,
All right.
Great, congratulations.
great stuff.
Mr. Jones, you should go and visit.
Anytime, Mr. Jones.
Thank you, Dr. Sanders. Appreciate the report.
Welcome.
And keep up the good work.
Yes.
All right. The next item on our agenda are the
Mr.
minutes.
Martin, just a minute.
Yes.
Would you send those graphics to,
Oh, what I shared with you?
yeah,
Yep.
would you send them to Jeff so
Yep.
that he can send them to us?
Yep.
I think we'd like to see them.
Put them in the
Thank you.
minutes.
That would be a good place. Thank you. Sorry, Richard. What do we got next?
Okay,
turn.
we have two sets of minutes,
That's right.
July and August, if I'm not mistaken.
This is July 1, so I can't really vote on it, although I think I attended by Channel 3. That's how I did it. That's how I found you guys. And the other one, I didn't see anything. I noticed a couple of places where you misspelled my name.
Oh, we have some name.
Nothing serious.
Some name correction.
Well, it was just a matter of IA and AI and, you know, those kind of things, the small things. And unfortunately, our computers don't decide to help us with that.
Yes, Microsoft has decided that your name is incorrect and it needs to be that way.
At
It's
least,
correct the first time, but not the second time.
yeah.
That's the interesting part. Okay, what do we, okay, I'd say, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for July 16th and for, what's the other one?
August 20th.
August 20th. Okay.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of July and August. Jeff, would you read the roll, please?
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones,
Yes.
Commissioner Kiesling,
Yes.
Commissioner McCarty,
Yes.
Commissioner Cassidy.
Yes.
Motion is approved, 5-0.
All right, claims.
I've got two pieces of paper that have claims on it. Jeff, did you give me a new one or?
The first one had an incorrect block of voters because it hadn't been updated for Mr. Jones. So the information on it should be the same other than the signature block.
And you've got a signature one with,
Oh, I
that's
see.
corrected?
Yes.
Is
Okay.
that what it is?
All right, so the claims for this month are from Financial Solutions Group for $1,500, City of Bloomington Utilities for $1,533, and then our Spring 2025 STEM for RBB Community School Corporation of $163,305.15 for a total of $166,338.35. Questions or about these?
Move approval.
I second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Jeff, would you call the roll? Well, roll. This is to vote for the approval of the claims for Financial Solutions Group, City of Bloomington Utilities, and the Spring 2025 STEM RBB CSC payment. Total of $166,338.35. Jeff, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones,
Yes.
Commissioner Kiesling, Commissioner McCarty,
Yes.
Commissioner Cassidy.
Yes.
Motion is approved, 5-0.
All right, we're up to staff comments. Lisa, you want to start? We had a good time.
We had a good time, our first ribbon cutting for the month. We are trying to, let me go through sunrise greetings first. We will still have to walk through with NDOT and the contractor for punch list items. We don't foresee anything big coming or rising from that. And then we'll work through all the quantities. There'll probably be some change orders come through. They are all participating items, which means they will run through the normal NDOT process If there's money left on the contract, they're participating items, then they will cover those at the 80/20. Anything outside of that, we'll run it through the regular claim process at 100% local. But that'll take some time. It'll be a couple months of going through that process, closing out that project. It won't close out for a few years just because it takes them a while to audit it. Fullerton Pike, Phase 3, they should finish paving tomorrow. They were to be on site today to do the layout for striping. There's some CBU work that's scheduled for overnight Monday night. 14 property owners will be notified. They will not have water overnight, so they want to give them a heads up on that. We have some loops to put in for the new traffic signal. We have some pedestrian railing to put in. We hope to have everything in place done by next Wednesday. So I kind of sent a doodle poll for some times. Looks like right now the winning time is Friday morning, the 26th at 9 a.m. To have that ribbon cutting. So get that notice out in the morning, if that's okay. And we'll go from there. It looks great with the asphalt now. It looks like real road.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Makes a huge difference. I've been checking on it twice a day. I told Richard, I think when they see my car drive up twice a day, it's...
They probably worry about it.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. I'm not probably very popular right now, but that's okay. We're going to get it open, and the weather's been cooperating, so that's a good thing. So next Friday morning, the 26th at 9 a.m. is what the notice will go out to be to the public. I know the media has been calling quite a bit, so I'll get it all out to them, send it to all your emails, and hopefully you can attend. We'll send it to the school library. That way the school buses should mostly be out of the way at 9, and then we're not in their way at the end of the day either. So that's kind of what I got.
Looks good.
Speak up.
This, and then I'll go to the festival and be there at 10 when the kids start arriving.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Because I have to get my mind wrapped around it, but it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Hundreds of little kids.
A lot of kids. Yeah.
Okay. Jeff, do you have anything?
I think when we look through the minutes, you'll see a couple references to residential TIF and a potential project on west side of the county. Still working on that. I think we had another meeting with the group that are primarily looking at sewer extensions and how to solve that issue on that side of town. Still working through that. We do not have anything concrete yet, but I think my next step is going to be to reach out to planning to see what their thoughts are on some of the ideas that have been floating around. And so look for that in a future meeting, knock on wood.
Yeah, in conjunction with that, I've been communicating with a couple of the utility service board members, and I think I'm going to end up doing a presentation of the sewer district that they don't know about, because we already have a relationship for some county sewering
Right.
In conjunction with USB. And I think both of us trying to work together to solve this problem is going to be a better way forward than each of us kind of going our own way. It's just the amount of money that's involved is too high for us not to think about how we're going to manage this together.
And I think for the context of the project you're thinking of, I think that makes total sense and is much more efficient. But as we've discussed, there may be other opportunities to affect out elsewhere. So I think we're still going to follow those through.
Oh, yes, no, we certainly are. The other issue is that there may be other areas of the county that we should be thinking about in the same way. And the difficulty always is that a residential TIF doesn't generate a lot of money in a hurry. And so you need some way to get a chunk at the start probably with some kind of commercial activity involved with it, or some multifamily dwelling project of significant size to generate enough TIF revenue to get the parts of it that are hard to do. We know a lot about what it takes to build this stuff. We don't know a lot about how to get it paid for in a reasonable way. So, okay. Staff comments? Okay. We are up to commissioner comments. Let me start with Randy. Do you have any comments out there?
Just the hats off to Dr. Sanders, RBB, and the Lisa and getting the roads open and going. The paving guys this morning, Lisa, as I cut through there, indicated we're going to have it done next week, and that was guys on the ground. So I think you've been pushing them adequately in a way that they're excited to have it done. So appreciate everything you're doing on that, Lisa, Jeff, and residential TIF. You know, as you said, Richard, you know, we got to solve the solutions together. So I appreciate everything, guys.
Okay. Mike, anything?
With the RBB presentation, you know, owning a business 15 years and trying to employee base was more than difficult. And we had Ivy Tech, we had the schools around us, and we didn't get co-op. Thousands of openings for the kind of jobs that we did in the area I lived in, and the talent pool just was exciting. High schools, it's happening up there now too, but it's exciting to see high schools supply that or help to supply that labor need.
Harris, anything? Okay, Colin?
Yeah, great presentation, Dr. Sanders. Thank you so much. And I think that with Sempra's involvement, it's already becoming a game changer in the community. And with that investment, that they're making on Curry Pike, wow, it's all in Richland Township. And so this is even better.
That's true.
And when you look at the power of Sentra and Cook and, you know, other entities in the township that are in life sciences, it's I think it's only the beginning. So it is fantastic to see. And yeah, I just sat in amazement, having grown up in that area and knowing the people who were behind merging Ridgeland and Bean Blossom, and then having to fight for its survival. It's paid off, and I think they would be extremely proud today, and be your biggest champions on this project. So, and you know those men too. They were, you know, dedicated to getting this school corporation created, and here we are. We're talking about setting up a biomedical lab simulator, if you will, to teach. Also, so the bridge opening and the upcoming. I mean, we've got two great projects that will be open here, and won't be able to make Fullerton Pike, but I think this is going to obviously another game changer. It just opens things up so much, and hopefully we can then lay a good foundation for a residential TIF, whatever that looks like under our new property tax regime. So that's the big question I have, but thank you.
Well, let me add, thank you very much, Lisa, for all the things you've done to get all these projects accomplished as efficiently and so quickly.
Quickly, but.
That's right.
Let's see.
It takes a lot.
Okay, don't add up the years.
We started that about 50 years ago, I think.
Thoroughfare, yes.
Yeah.
In NDOT's records, it was 2008
2008?
is when it was officially became a project.
Right.
Assigned.
I've seen a map that had a map for 1966. So,
I think I was on the county commissioners when that all even was percolating, if I recall. Yeah, it was just starting.
big projects take a long time.
Long time.
It takes a while.
Cobbling together a lot of money from different places.
Different places, yes, yes. Speaking of projects, Our next effort, as we had talked about before, is with our West Side TIF, is now we can start turning our attention to Prairie Pike and the improvements in mitigation of its heavy use for the last few years. That'll be our next big task that we're going to have to do in bits and pieces because we have stretched ourselves about as thin as we can at this point. And careful about how we proceed, but we do have that. I think we are done. Anybody want to move for adjournment?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. We are adjourned. Thank you all for attending.